This is Jill Valentine, and you're watching Pro Teaches Noobs. Oh? What sort of professional is needed? A thief, perhaps? You clearly don't know who I am if you're gonna ask that. According to my data, the professional in question is focused on comic books. Nerd stuff? That's more like Lupin's thing. I'm out. Yeah, I don't think I'm qualified for this. This is more Miss Suzumiya's expertise.
Hey, this is Ralph Macchio. I'm here at the Motor City Convention, and I'm the editor. For a while I was on the Micronauts, and I hope you're enjoying the guys who are reading the books. It's Pro Teaches Noob, which is a great title, by the way.
Hey guys, welcome to another Pro Teaches Noob, and thank you for that great intro you're going to be sent from Ralph Macchio, the editor, that we'll be doing going forward the rest of these Micronauts videos.
Yeah, it's great.
Very
yep.
nice. Very nice.
Yep. So yeah, here with me, of course, is Alex and Eric.
Yep. Hey.
Forgive me. Yes, with a brand new haircut on the side and a shave. Up, shave and a haircut.
Too bad.
Too bad.
Damn, you're looking good.
Yep, and today we are going over and continuing with the Micronauts. Last time we tuckered poor Eric by doing that a bugathon.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yep.
That was my marathon.
But we get a lot more about Bug's character. He gets a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Cool.
And now they got the band back together. Yay.
The band is back together.
Yeah, but at the same time, something's going on Earth.
Yep.
That's right.
What could it all mean?
I know.
Like, what that means? Hang on, I got to do the announcer voice from the Marvel Action Hour. That means the brilliant Fantastic Four. Reed Richards as Mr. Fantastic. Sue Richards as the Invisible Woman. The Vanishing Girl. Johnny Storm as the Flaming Human Torch. And the ever-loving Blue-Eyed Thing, the Idol of Millions, Benjamin J. Grimm, as they fight the threats from outer space.
Mm-hmm. You can do this, Eric. That's obviously your line.
They've killed Microtron, and we're next.
No,
Microtron. Let's find out.
Wait, I gotta do this. Oh my God, they killed Microtron! You bad!
So let's dive right in, shall we?
All right, with them. All right, let's do it.
Remember, Alex, this is your guy here.
You're right.
Okay, so he does the guy in the Shield Age, and we do the four. Got it. Okay.
I'm with you, Eric.
Yeah, take just a minute. I'm clearing my throat. Let me go sip of water real quick. Quick.
Go.
Yeah, I'm still warm. Even after a shower, I'm still warm in here. That's better. Well, Mr. Government Courier, for a Shield agent, you've got a lousy sense of timing. Ah, sis. Take, how was he to know the FF were having a house-wrecking party?
Shut up and keep melting away to the breeze, hotshot.
When Colonel Fury sent me to seek your help, I never expected to find you under attack.
We didn't exactly plan it this way, and ourselves, Agent M.
No, those guys
Eric, you do the stand voice.
Who, me? Okay. Okay. Pilgrims, you haven't picked up the wrong mag by mistake. It's just that this issue is the Micronauts guest stars the fabulous Fantastic Four in the Inside Job.
Excelsior. But this is incredible. Perhaps I should have notified S.H.I.E.L.D.?
No need to bother, Nick Fury, son. I already know who attacked us, why, and from where. Yeah, well, you sure have been keeping it in a state secret from your own partners, big brain. Me, I still ain't figured out who could have busted into the Baxter building without damaging the outside walls or without tripping any of our zillion or so alarm systems. It should be obvious, even to you, Ben, that the attack came not from outside, but from within. And the focus of the attack was my sub-molecular studies lab, which houses our reduced and reductor craft, the vehicle which once carried us into the Microverse in pursuit of the Silver Surfer. our unseen, undetected intruder appeared inside the lab, took what he wanted, wreaking havoc in the process, and left.
None of this makes any sense.
That's because Reed's using... sorry. My mistake. That's because Reed's using 6-bit words again, Squirt. It's over your head.
Reed, you said you know who our attacker is?
Yes, Sue. A foe I'd hoped we'd seen the last of.
Is it possible your new enemy struck at you from subspace, Mr. Richards?
Not possible, son. Certain. Even now, my subspace senses are locked onto our fleeing intruder. He grows smaller with each passing second, returning to the subatomic universe which spawned him.
Then my mission has taken an unforeseen urgency. This is precisely the kind of subspace sabotage the government and my agency, the Supreme Headquarters, Internation of Espionage Law Enforcement Division, has feared. Say that 5 times fast.
Sounds like you're talking about... sounds like you're talking about subspace secret agents.
I can't tell, is that me?
Yeah, that's you.
Wait, that's Johnny. I got it.
No, that is him.
Wait, who?
Okay.
What? Huh?
No, that is the agent.
I'm sorry. No, you're right. It is him. It's just
yeah.
Right. Perhaps you recall reading of the recent disturbances at the Human Engineering Life Laboratories at Cape Carnival? Canaveral.
Hell,
Right.
Merkel, Philip, Prometheus research facility, isn't it?
It was, Mr. Richards, but it isn't any longer. Hell was virtually destroyed a few weeks ago when a being named Baron Karza emerged from subspace via the Prometheus pit. He proceeded to hold NASA security forces at bay until he was driven back by a super being calling himself Captain Universe. The pit was sealed, but we found these amidst the wreckage.
Hey, great toys. No, Ben, I'm afraid they are not toys. At that very moment, in a subatomic microverse, so small as to defy the resolving powers of Earth's most powerful electron microscope. Hold on. The crew of the microship Endeavor also confronts a puzzle, but one of titanic proportions.
Holy true. If that's a spaceship block in our way, it's bigger than my Homeworld. Killiclack.
By the way, before we go on, I gotta say, when I told him about us reading through it, Ralph Macchio even said, like, did he does the ticking with Bog? And I said, oh yeah, he does. And even awesome. He says Bog was his favorite.
Oh my God, really? That's awesome.
Yeah, because he agreed with us. He might be the funny guy of the group, but he's not an idiot. He's not.
He's a war. He's what you get when you mix Rocket Raccoon with War from Star Trek.
Mm-hmm. Rocket with him. But yeah, anyway.
Okay. You exaggerate the size. No, wait, my bad. She's down there. You're down up there.
Yeah. You exaggerate the vessel's size, Bug, but not overly so. It is indeed immense.
Gee, Zachary, ain't that what I said? In not so many words. Words you understood me, didn't you, Jasmine? My little ladybug.
That's you again. You know
that's right. I do the girl too. Oh, call me that again, lover, and I'll tie your antenna in knots.
Again.
Stop, mommy and daddy are fighting again.
Again, the writing here, you could tell she's being playful. She's not being mean. That's the problem when you have some writers.
See,
that's the problem you have with some writers.
That's a trap a lot of modern crap falls into, unfortunately.
Would you agree with that, Alex? Like that is probably a problem when they do it. They get
in her face. She's just being like playful. They're just having fun.
It's like tell me that again, and I'll tie your
having fun. You know?
Yeah. The way I was is like, tell me that again, and I'll tie your antenna nuts. Like that playful meanness.
I know, but he would be like promises.
Exactly. But anyway.
Now where was I? Oh yes, Marionette. Whatever it is, it just sits there in space, moving. Taurus. Can it really be a starship? I gotta be careful not to make her sound like Sue, otherwise I'll have a female voice for everybody.
Yeah. I don't know, Mari, but Biotron's probing it with the Endeavor sensors. Now, even if it bears alien life form, we should be able to detect them.
Unless your obstacle, Rust Bucket excuse for a roboid Hellsman forgets how to activate the ship's sensors, that is. Your catechumens are
there we go. There we go.
Interesting, Microtron. Besides, I believe you're jealous of the trust Commander Ron places in my ability. Oh,
yep.
Now that's a very married couple right there.
Yep. Despite the bickering, the composite crew of aqua years, insectivores, roboids, and humans function smoothly, for they are one and all Micronauts. I gotta say, this panel perfectly just captures everything.
It really does.
And again, they each have a couple. Even the robots, technically.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, they're not a couple, but
No. The word I think would be appropriate is everybody has a companion, and it works because it works.
That's
both
true.
senses.
Come on, the robots have a bromance.
Come on, yeah.
No, they are definitely the 3PO and R2 of the group.
Again, if R2 could actually,
yeah, or like in Transformers when Optimus and the serious robots are doing this. There's two guys in the back like Jazz and Ironhide who are bickering with each other.
Right. Anyway,
maybe we should back away until we know what we're dealing with.
Just what I was thinking, Princess. I'm switching over to reverse thrust.
Humph. Bug told me I'd be joining a crew of explorers and not cowards when I agreed to leave Caliclac with them. Why must we withdraw?
Because discretion is the better part of valor, Jasmine. Not that it matters now. We're not going anywhere. We've been caught in a tractor beam.
Oh, no.
Oh, they're not going to get me without a fight. You can't win. However, there are alternatives to fighting.
Look at Aqua here. Whoa! Boy, locked full in the pole of the tractor beam. The Endeavor lurches as her own light drive attempts to fight free of the gravitational grapple.
We've got to cut the engines or to be torn apart.
And it's like some old comic book with Acro Year when it's like someone makes like a bad joke or something, and there's like, oh.
With her engine silence, the Endeavor is drawn inexorably into the gaping maw of the Titanic vessel. That's Bug.
Okay, thank God, because when I saw it,
the tech tells us.
Otherwise, I would have been like, whose cue is that? If anybody asks what's for breakfast, I think it's us.
And the other thing is, he's more likely to crack wise than Jasmine.
True.
Yeah.
The tractor beam's off. We're inside the starship. If a starship is what this thing is.
Affirmative, Commander. One large enough to contain its own ecosystem within it.
You mean there's a world inside this ship, Biotron?
Affirmative again, sir. And a world which, it seems, is teeming with life.
Alien attempting to pierce. Yep. Well, that.
Does it? Hi, guys.
Yep. Aliens attempting to pierce the Endeavor's hull. Break out the weapons, Micronauts. We're under attack. Swarming insect like over the Endeavor's hull. Alien androids tears through space-hardened metal with their mechanical mandibles, only to meet greater resistance within the Endeavor.
Our enemies swarmed through the breach in our hull. In truth, they seem no more than mindless drones. But no matter their numbers, they shall not pass Acroyear and his lady, Cecilia.
Yet they may still penetrate elsewhere, my lord.
Well, we're not here to provide decoration, Cecilia, honey. Honey, we may not have the muscle you two got, but we sure pack some fancy firepower. Less rot, more shot, Ladybug. Rocket the little rocket lance. I love you.
Elsewhere, Commander Ran and Princess Mari manned the Endeavor. Sorry, I'm gone. In an effort to repel the borders. There's too blasted many of them.
Or to reveal of us. John, I got one. That's great.
Yeah. A deplorable situation that shall soon be remedied, milady. Have no fear. Microtron is here. Da-da-da.
Microtron, no.
No. It's first.
Microtron, no. Get back inside the ship. These creatures can devour metal.
Oh,
Oh my! Now he tells me.
No, get away from Microtron, you filthy beast. That little robot has been my companion since birth. Get away.
And left the relative safety of the gun turret to aid Microtron. The androids are swarming towards her. But I won't allow anything to happen to the woman I love. Hang on, Princess. I'm coming.
To infinity and beyond. Sorry, that's just
Yeah.
Sepsis Ghost.
Style.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hold on. I gotta get the laughs out of that one. Okay. Sepsis Ghost. I can't even see Microtron beneath the press of the android bodies. Buddies, don't worry, Princess. Oh, bug, pull that walking oil can out of here. Out of there.
On the Endeavor's bridge.
Oh dear, sensors detect the approach of a menace far more awesome than those Antron drones.
Galloping grasshoppers, these androids take furious are than lion locusts.
They even attempt to eat through my armor. But Acro, your armor isn't unvanquishable as the warrior who wears it.
I'm receiving a telepathic alert from Biotron. We're all in deadly danger, and we've got to get back inside the Endeavor and attempt to clear out of here. Micronauts, back to the ship, now!
With you providing the cover, Commander, it'll be a cinch. It's coming, Jasmine. That's in right behind you, Loverbug. Bug, for Talon's sake, hurry! They've read that Microtron open, torn into a circuits.
Oh boy, that look of, again, Shaken does good faces, but then he does some weird ones. Like that one.
Yeah,
that's a good face.
It's the nose. It's the nose.
Oh, yeah. It looks like, I guess, a little bit like twisted almost.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, as you said about that one panel introducing everybody, Marvel used to be good at that. Okay, everything's somebody's first. Make sure the first few panels let you know who everybody is if they never read it before.
Yep.
That was so cool, too.
Mm-hmm.
He's losing oil. Oh, Microtron, speak to me, laugh, joke, tell me what a self-centered imbecile I was to bring you on this voyage.
I don't feel so good, Princess.
The little one is gone, Princess Mari.
Oh, Jesus. He fought like a true warrior.
I don't care about any of that. Why couldn't he have been a coward and alive instead?
She's taking it hard, but we haven't time for grief. Got to contact Biotron.
I read you telepathically, sir. Yes, the danger is still present and coming closer. Even though it is still far distant, so enormous is it that I estimate you will make first visual contact just about now.
Out in the far reaches of my realm, news did come to me that my scavenger Antrons had reaped a harvest they could not subdue. Mindless
It's Psycho Man. I remember him.
Mindless drones. They merely serve as a living waste disposal system, clearing my vast domain of unwanted space blossom. But I am forgetting my duties as a host. Allow me to welcome you to the realm of Psycho Man. You will never reign here alive.
Is he Fantastic Four character?
Yep.
Or?
Usually, yes. Usually, yes.
That was from earlier when they were talking about something in there.
Yeah, they're like someone they knew about, so yeah.
Yeah, like a former enemy they faced. I'm sure, but this is the Marvel universe, so he's probably faced others, of course. But the four might have been the one he was introduced with, I think.
Yeah,
yeah. Alex, we've seen him. He was the guy who actually tried to brainwash Deadpool, and Deadpool kills the Marvel universe, and made him crazy.
Oh.
Yeah, it was that guy.
Oh boy, yeah. I guess it could be a problem.
Yep. Anyway, but meanwhile, back at the Baxter building, the reductocrat checks out. All aboard. Wait, all aboard. What's going aboard? Be with you in a moment, Ben. Johnny, you know what to do?
Sure, Reed. But I still don't see why you didn't want to talk in front of the courier. I thought the FF and SHIELD were on the same side.
In most instances, we are, Johnny. But SHIELD is first and foremost a government security entity agency, and the interests of science and security don't always coincide.
So you want me to check in on this hell place at Cape Canaveral and see if we were told the full story? But how do I rejoin you once I'm there?
According to the SHIELD courier report, the Prometheus pit must serve as a pathway between Earth and subspace. We know the incredible danger that lurks in one subatomic universe, and NASA apparently encountered yet another. Yeah, that's the one thing to make this clear. At this point, for a lot of its existence, the Microverse was separate sub-universes of subatomicness. It wouldn't be until Peter David's Captain Marvel, where they make fun of it, saying in an off-screen story involving Thanos, the X-Men, and everything, all the Microverses merged into one.
What?
It was to simplify everything. And it was done as unless they were really gonna do it, it was done as a jab to big crossover events.
Okay.
Never want to be sad. Peter David doesn't know his stuff, and
didn't know,
and either didn't know his stuff, and either made a joke or tied everything together to keep continuity.
Yep, and rest in peace.
Yeah.
We miss you. We miss you, man. And since we're talking about space, say hi to the space cases for us.
Yeah.
But a greater danger is exploitation of the Microverse by Earth spy agencies. Your mission, Johnny, is to see if the Prometheus pit is still functioning, and if so, for what purpose.
All right, Reed, you can count on me. Hey, if the Prometheus pit, if this Prometheus pit that is working, we'll meet in the Microverse.
Grimface, the leader of the world's famous Fantastic Four, activates the reductor craft's reducing cycle. Propelled by the speed of its own shrinkage, just as a balloon moves quickly forward when the air is expelled, the reductor craft and its trio of famous passengers rocket off to the launch cradle.
Good luck, teammates.
And toward the chemical stain Reed Richards had carefully prepared on a specially treated microscope and scope slide. There goes my lunch. I'm telling you, Susie, I'll never get used to this. Hang on, team. We're going in as in inner space. Well, all right. This is better than the New York experience. The objects you see streaming past us are an endless stream of molecules, Ben. We came this way before in a quest for the Silver Surfer. With the theft of an armored suit from my submolecular studies lab, a theft I did not reveal to that SHIELD agent, I'm fairly sure we'll be facing the same foe now as then. Last time we defeated him and captured his armor, but fought it on Earth. This time we'll be facing Psycho Man in his own domain.
Oh boy.
Delta class continues its sub-microscopic penetration, its occupants unaware that their passage has been observed from the start by that ethereal entity, Time Traveler.
Oh, he's back.
Thus, our forces set in motion, to which only battle can call a halt. The intergalactic observer peers back through the space wall, separating the Microverse from Earth, in time to witness the arrival of Cape Canaveral, a fiery fourth member of the fabulous Fantastic Four.
Whoa.
Alex, you can do this, guy.
Okay, but first I gotta do, since he did a loop, I gotta have him fly in like Rocket the Squirrel. But on fire, of course.
Yeah. He's got to do that 4 thing every time. Look, it's the Human Torch. What can he want at hell? Interesting phrase.
It's an acronym.
I don't know, but Colonel Macy's orders are no one in, no one out. The Institute has been sealed off following that incident with Baron Karza, and that means access to the Prometheus pit is denied to superheroes as well as to mere mortals.
I'm sorry to hear you say that, friend, and because I didn't have a time to request a security clearance. But I plan on going in just the same.
Don't do it, Torch. I'm warning you, we'll shoot.
Shoot away. All you'll get is molten lead.
That's your guy, Alex.
Okay. He's right. Our bullets melt before they touch him.
It's the only way he's bulletproof like the other four.
Yeah, I forget how hot he is. Like how much did you ever say that?
Yeah. Trust me, his fire is no ordinary fire thanks to the cosmic rays.
Of course,
moving on. Again, a few flame bursts aimed at the blacktop. That top should keep you from running for help. But don't worry, my flame is so well controlled that you won't experience a mild hot fight.
Our shoes stuck to the metalling tire.
Meddling. You would have got away with it too if it wasn't for that
Meddling Johnny Storm.
Chum, now maybe I can talk calmly and reasonably if you'll check with your supervisors. As I think you'll find I've got SHIELD authorization to be here.
Well, why in blazes didn't you say so?
Same reason you didn't ask me before playing Wyatt Earp. Now, what's the story, the real story on this Prometheus pit?
I guess it's all right to tell you this place, Human Engineering Life Laboratory, was established a few months back by a guy named by the name of Professor Philip Prometheus. Real genius. And a little twisted, you know. He was an Yep. Yeah, he was an ex-astronaut. I gotta say, this is what is starting to feel more like a ROM summary, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, a little bit.
This what like beforehand we've been doing really good, but this one already feels like just taking time off.
Oh, I get it. Remember what like Shooter said, everything's somebody's first, gotta do the intro, yada yada yada.
Yeah, but I'll breathe through this one time.
Go right
ahead. It's been a while since we've had that.
If it keeps going, then we'll do the yada yada yada.
Yeah, bringing back that classic bit.
Yeah,
yada yada.
For now, since it's the one time, we'll do it right now.
Micronauts.
Besides, the Captain Universe thing was so cool.
That was
some
cool.
kind of accident in space that left him disfigured. He rebuilt himself partially with psionics, becoming a kind of robot man. All right, that name's taken. Then during the course of his submolecular research, he apparently came across specimens of life from subspace, beings who are a synthesis of man and machine, like him. So he built the Prometheus pit to contact these subspace beings, but wound up falling into it himself when he tried to pull and put the muscle on a group of tiny aliens called the Micronauts. After that, things get confusing. A guy called Baron Karza appeared out of the pit, human-sized, and proceeded to wreck the cape. Another ex-astronaut, name of Ray Coffin, somehow became Captain Universe, a superhero, and drove Karza back. And when Karza vanished, Prometheus reappeared. Now he has a fruitcake. No one's gone near Prometheus pit since. When the guard finishes his tale, a thoughtful Johnny Storm proceeds into the semi-demolished interior of hell and stands peering into the dark heart of the Prometheus pit, from which so much terror has issued forth.
Reed was right. This pit is a corridor to the submolecular microverses. That guy says, and the only way I'm going to learn whether or not it's still functioning is to go in.
Micronauts and FF battle side by side against Man in Rendezvous in Subatomica.
Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh.
Fear, doubt.
Micronauts, the Fantastic Four, Psycho Man, Nuff said.
Shit.
Fear, doubt. Hey, I also wear shades to see that. You don't have everything right.
Oh, I get it, the They Live thing. Right.
Yep.
I always like Fantastic Four covers, how they always make the villains or the monsters seem gigantic, and the four are always look like they're beating them by the skin of their teeth and are in big trouble.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it really does show us how epic like the villains they face are, especially like the classics like Doctor Doom and all that.
Yeah, Doctor Doom, Galactus, Molecule Man, all those guys.
Yeah, Galactus case literally a giant.
Mm-hmm. Well, you saw how big he was in Ramen, and his mind broke.
I know.
Mm-hmm. Where was I? Oh yeah, some buck. Holy shrew. 1 minute we're fighting Omnivorous Antra on the outer hull of Second Man starship. And the next we're in free fall. Free
falling.
Tom Petty, I miss you.
Yeah. There's nothing to grasp, no enemy to fight. All my acro year might be useless. We are being ushered into the presence of our captor through an anti-gravitational flux tube bug. We are helpless to resist.
I don't want to resist. I want to meet the creature who ordered the destruction of my poor little Microtron.
Microtron was torn apart by Psycho Man's Antrons. Marionette's grief-stricken, but she's got to snap out of it in order to face the grave danger awaiting us all below. And they plummet through the bowels of the massive starship that dwarfs inside many a planet of the Microverse. The starship under the command of the one being, the sinister Psycho Man, guest starring the Fantastic Four.
Yes.
Better believe it, true believers.
Oh, big
Finally, the Micronauts
Yeah.
Freefall is arrested by a single verbal command from the armored giant who rules the spaceship world. Stop!
The anti-gravitational flux about us is vanishing. We are resuming our normal weight.
That wasn't such a bad ride, Biotron. I only wish I digested my lunch before it started. Be serious, Jasmine. That's the monster who's excuse me. That's the monster who's responsible for Microtron's death.
No more.
I am being serious, Princess. As I'm scared stiff.
All right, so I believe that's you next, Rob.
No,
Or
that's
is
you.
it me? Oh, it is me? Okay.
Exactly, you're good.
Yeah, I know. I just wasn't sure which order.
Yep.
At last, we are on solid footing again, Cecilia.
But the foe that confronts us is awesome indeed, my beloved Acroyear.
He's just big, that's all.
Believe me, Bug, Psycho Man's power encompasses more than size alone. And how right you are, little intruder. Size is relative. I appear gigantic to you because that is how I wish to appear. Yet I find I can manifest my true self larger still, or smaller than the smallest grain of sand. Why? Because it amuses me that my true nature will never be known.
Why did you hijack our ship and send your Antrons against us?
I did not instruct the Antrons to attack, woman. They were scavengers whose duty is to keep my world cleansed of foreign matter.
Like us, then we're just as much space garbage to you.
Mari, take it easy.
Easy when Microtrons are lying there in a heap of rubble?
My Antrons are especially fond of eating metal and circuitry. No doubt your erstwhile companion got in their way.
That's it then. No remorse, no consolation. Microtron, a roboid who tutored me, befriended me all my life, is dead. And that's all you've got to say?
Not all life forms dwelling in the Microverse share the same emotional range as the humans of Homeworld, Princess Mari. You have seen that in we, Acroyears.
You may hide your feelings, Acroyear, but this creature doesn't have any.
We don't know that for a fact, Mari. Psycho Man seems to be a creature of vast power. We've got to try and reason with him. We hope to leave here alive.
Just remember, Microtron, Commander. Talk, but have your blaster ready.
Excellent. The mere act of confronting you has already produced a full gamut of emotional responses. Such emotion and emotiveness amuses me greatly, and thus I exploit it in other creatures through my Psycho Ray.
Heads up, crew. Our host is about to press a panel on that suitcase he's carrying. Yes, a panel labeled fear.
I don't know where this is going.
Bathed in the Psycho Ray, the Micronauts move subtly shift. For Bug and Jasmine, it goes from guarded antagonism to outright terror.
Bug, Raptor, I see it, Jasmine, honey, but what's that blasted egg eater doing here off Caliclac, where his kind ravage the nests of our young? Young foolish question. He's here to ravage us, that's what. Fight, Jasmine, help me. I can't, Bug. I'm afraid. Me too, baby. Hey, but we either fight or die.
Bug and Jasmine are under attack. I should do something to help them formulate a battle plan or leap into action to save them. But I can't decide. I'm so old. My ideas are outmoded. What if I should fail?
My telepathic linkage with the commander reveals a mind beset with doubt, a leader incapable of leadership. What has wrought this change of character in Arturus' Ron?
Arturus.
Ron.
You can do this one, Eric, if you want.
Find out you'll never know, junk pile.
I am attacked by a Phobos unit, one of the 7000 series roboids that made my own Biotronic series obsolete. How could I defeat one created to replace me?
So even he's affected by it. Wow.
Yeah, robots aren't safe.
But even as Bug and Jasmine face their fear, and Commander Ren and Biotron wrestle with their doubts, the sinister being known as Psycho Man depresses yet another glowing panel on his Psycho Ray, a panel labeled Hate.
Cecilia, my beloved, suddenly I hate you.
And I despise you, my lord Acroyear. I wish for nothing more than your destruction.
Dad,
It
Mommy
is
and Daddy
you
are
who
fighting
shall go
again.
down in defeat, milady.
Even as the lovers lash out against each other.
For I am the embodiment of the entire Acroyear race. I am he who has called forth the world mind and beat back the mask might of Baron Karza's legions. To challenge me is to court death.
Marionette ascertains the true cause of her comrade's dilemma.
The device in Psycho Man's hand. Each time he depresses another glowing panel, the Micronauts react, experiencing fear, or doubt, or hate. He's manipulating us, playing us as if we were puppets on a string. And yet he's left me alone. Perhaps my grief over Microtron's death satisfied his hunger for emotions. Or perhaps he didn't deem me important enough to bother with. But
Big
I
mistake.
Yeah, I know. Hey, Claudius, you killed my robot. Hey, Michaeltron, you killed my robot. Big mistake.
Yeah.
But I chose the name Marionette when I joined the rebellion against Baron Karza to suggest weakness to my enemies, not because I was weak.
On her laser sonic blaster whining, Marionette decimates the Roboitron and moving to intercept her.
Commander Ron, and for sepsis' sake, help me stop the madness.
Can't. Don't know what to do. Don't know how to help.
God, Taurus is immobilized by doubt. No, I can't count on help from him or any of the other Micronauts. If I'm going to stop Psycho Man, I'm going to have to do it alone.
She is very brave, this proud Homeworld princess, but she may soon also be very dead.
That's comforting.
Yep. Meanwhile, plowing the corridor through... What?
Until.
Yep. Meanwhile, plowing a corridor through the Microverse, a bullet-shaped ship continues shrinking in size until finally its target is sighted, and it draws nigh the enormous outer hull of Psycho Man's starship planet. Heavens to Yancey Street! What in blazes is that thing? That thing is our destination, Ben. And our subspace sensors indicate that the suit of armor stolen from my submolecular studies lab was brought here. The suit of armor belonging to one of our deadliest foes, Psycho Man. And just tell me where you want me to set the reductor craft down, Stretch. I'm itching to take a poke at the guy who busted up the back of the building just to get back his summer suit. Don't make light of Psycho Man, old friend. Remember, he came close to defeating the combined might of the FF, the Inhumans, and the Black Panther one. King size
the FF King size special number 5 to get this reference.
Perhaps this glowing portal will provide a way in. But before Mr. Fantastic elongated arms touches the screen over the portal, he tosses a small coin into the grid. Just as I suspected, disintegrator beam. This portal must be a debris chute, vaporizing waste jettisoned from inside the starship. And as it would have vaporized my hand had I touched it. And I guess that means that we got to find us another way in, right, Big Brain? Okay, hang on to your stomachs, kiddies. Mrs. Grimm's blue-eyed boy, Benjamin, is bringing the baby in for a landing. Amazing. Psycho Man's ship is so massive that its gravity has trapped an atmosphere shell around the hull. We won't need spacesuits.
What now, Reed?
I'll give you, give that tall drink of water you call your husband a break, Susie. You can't be sinking all the time. Besides, old Benji's gonna find us a way in. Sing style.
Yeah. Clobbering time.
See?
Oh, Reed.
Hello, the 3 members of the fabulous Fantastic Four open the world of unworldly wonder. Level upon level, tier upon tier, the starship planet of Psycho Man descends down to dizzying depths. Even this trio, with opt and behold grandeur on a cosmic scale, stand awed.
I
It's
want to study
impressive.
that art. I want to study that art.
No, it's impressive, all right, but is it real? Remember, Psycho Man's greatest power is the ability to influence men's minds.
But we've got to accept some of this as real, or else we'll be immobilized by doubt, unable to act.
You're right, Sue. We proceed with caution. Then, assuming reality surrounds us, follow me into the Valley of Death. Charge the FF, huh?
Ben, I didn't know you could quote Kipling.
Kipling? I thought it was from Casey at the Bat.
This is what happens when you get a smart culture and a street culture, and you become a team.
Good old
Yep.
Ben.
Yep. Yet, long moments after later, conversation gives way to labored breathing as they descend past countless levels to the core of this automated world. And true to their nature, even as they drop into unknown perils, their thoughts are ever with the missing member of their team, Johnny Storm, the Human Torch, who journeyed to Cape Canaveral to seek another route into the Microverse, to the dreaded Prometheus pit in the ruins of the NASA research lab known as HAL, Human Engineering Life Laboratories.
I love
Yeah,
how,
we've reached the core.
I love that how a lot of the old that's found creative ways to read to expand and stretch, like here when they're basically using them as a slide.
Yep.
Yeah.
Guys, read, listen. Sounds of a battle ahead.
Yeah, and screams. Human type screams. Do we still proceed with caution, leader man? No, Ben. We move out. Yahoo! It's clobbering time.
There it is.
How do we tell the good guys from the bad guys without a program? It is indeed difficult for Micronauts combats Micronaut or engages one of the creatures called forth by the Psycho Man, but never having seen attacker or attacked before. The FF are somewhat of a loss deciding who to side with.
They're glad they've had wouldn't be the first time they've had this problem.
Mhm.
I'm sure.
Reed, we've got to do something.
How do we know we'll be helping the right side, Sue? Nuts, you pondered that puzzle, Stretch. Me, I didn't shrink all this way to stand around and scratching my head. And with the Psycho Man standing there in all his ever-loving glory, I got me a good idea whose butt to kick in first. Ben, wait. Oh, what's the use? Come on, Sue.
It's always Sue who backs off and tries to be the observant one while the boys just go right into action.
Yep, there are a few sights in our human experience quite as so awe-inspiring as that of the fabulous Fantastic Four charging in the battle, unless their allies in action be the marvelous Micronauts, and then mere words become incapable of describing the scene.
Jasmine, something's driving the reptile away from us. Huh.
Sue, put and pelt that winged lizard with your invisible force sphere. Ben, take out the larger robots.
Treat.
One step ahead of you, Stretch.
By the souls of Dallin and Sepsis, who are these strange beings who come to our aid?
We could go on endlessly fighting the very real menace called forth by Psycho Man as he manipulates the mind of these Microversians. But the only way to stop the menace is to shut down the Psycho Ray. Reed Richards, I should have known, and you would follow me back to the Microverse after I retrieved my armor from your headquarters. But you are more able to fend off a bolt of pure fear here than you would be on your Earth. Ah!
Reed! Taurus, others have come to help us. Are you going to stand by while they sacrifice their lives for ours? Sepsis, I pray, let me reach through the fog Psycho Man has cast upon his mind.
Others endangered. No, can't allow. Oh, glory. I must thank you, Richard, for arriving to aid our plethora of emotions to these, for arriving to add our plethora of emotion to those already under my sway. Let us play upon hate and hurl against you one of those you sought to help. Lord, this being straight rivals Ben's. He's tying my flexible body into knots.
You face a prince of the warrior acro years, human. Your death is nigh. Oh, Jesus.
Hang on, Stretcho.
That's the problem with Reed. Reed, he's powerful, but you can easily tie him up in a knot or shove him in a big bottle.
Just put him to a balloon animal.
Mm-hmm. Hang on, Stretcho. Old Benji ain't about to let his best buddy become pretzeled eyes.
Pretzels.
Oh, yeah? The orange-skinned one hurtling the Phobos unit towards me? Oh, the monster will find Acroyear's strength and Acroyear armor capable of withstanding his mightiest assault.
Maybe, but Ben's attack has forced this warrior to let me go, giving me a much needed breather. Meanwhile,
This mindless lizard keeps hurling itself against my force spheres. The strain of driving it back is intense. We'd like to help you out, lady, but I'm too scared to even aim my rocket lance.
excellent. Fear feeds despair. Hatred breeds anger. I feed on this emotive display. I grow on it. Oh, wait, going back.
Yeah, I've got. It's true. Second Man is growing larger by the second, more powerful. As our struggles supply him with psychic feedback he apparently feeds on. If he isn't stopped, he'll drain all of us dry, leaving soulless husk void of life.
Yet, even as Marionette once again hurls herself against the giant foe, Mary, attacking, alone. No!
Can I turn on a light? It's getting dark in here.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Carrots.
Right. Oh yeah, he going guns akimbo at him.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Hold on.
No worries.
Don't go over there. It's dark.
Mm-hmm.
That's a classic Bugs Bunny.
Don't go down there. It's dark.
One of my favorite.
Ooh, you dark glass and artery no account longer
Right.
at the loop.
And whether because
Yeah.
Psycho Man's attention was turned elsewhere, because the sight of the woman he loves in danger dispelled all doubt, Commander Arcturus Rand leaps into the air. His glider wings carry him directly at the leering foe. So you have thrown off the doubt that besets you. Worm? It will avail you not. For what can you do, or your weapons do against an armored enemy who grows with each passing second?
The Micronauts have faced giant foes before, Psycho Man, and emerged victorious. The only difference was that Baron Karza oppressed our spirits, while you oppress our minds.
Keep blasting, Mari, if we can only divert his attention from the others. But suddenly, it is Marionette's attention that is diverted.
A Taurus, above you, Dallin and Sepsis. What is it?
Commander Rand turns, expecting yet another Psycho Ray spawn menace. He is wrong, for below him, the looting Psycho Man stands as stunned as the commander of the Micronauts. New manifestation is none of his doing. None of his doing at all.
God.
He's huge.
Remember, the Prometheus pit can you bring you to fall, and when a human goes through there, they keep their size.
That's right.
Oh,
okay.
Like,
You know, do his voice, but booming.
All right, because now he's the mega ultra human torch.
he really is.
Yep.
Yeah, turn. Hi, gang. Gang, quite a lot. Quite a shindig you got going here. Any room for a likable life of the part type guy like the Human Torch?
Another of my earthling foes, yet this one towers above even me. Johnny, a giant size. He must have entered the Microverse or the Prometheus pit and retained his relative size. Oh, dog. Now we'll see some high-powered clobbering.
Oh, boy. Everything's going to be on fire now.
Next, the harder they fall. Well, the bigger the bad guys are, the harder they fall. And
Yes,
believe me,
you.
right now, Psycho Man is a heavy who's really heavy.
Yeah.
Seconds earlier, the vast starship world of the evil Psycho Man rang with the sounds of battle. But now the fighting has ceased, and all eyes, those of the Micronauts and the three size-reduced members of the Fantastic Four, and Psycho Man himself, stare upward in awe at that which confronts them. And for how can one cope with the sudden confrontation by a tremendous, towering human torch? The harder they fall.
Johnny's just like, oh, so this is what Galactus feels like.
Yep.
I know. It's like, look at you. I know. It's like Alice in Wonderland at the end. Look at you all. You're just a deck of cards.
Yeah.
Cards. I got here as fast as I could read, entering the Microverse by blazing through the Prometheus pit at Cape Canaveral. But why am I so larger than all of you? And why do I feel so weak, so dizzy?
Another of my earthly foes, dwarfing even my gigantic size. That flaming colossus startled Psycho Man. He's inadvertently released us from his psycho ray, freeing us from its induced emotional states.
Affirmative, Commander Ron. We are no longer beset by hate, fear, or doubt. Our minds are our own again.
Then what are we waiting for? We've got to make Psycho Man. Psycho Man pay for destroying our fellow Microtron.
I realize it's a response to Johnny. We entered the Microverse via my submolecular studies lab, Johnny, shrinking down to microscopic size in the reductocraft. Oh, and obviously, anyone going the route of the Prometheus pit retains his relative size in proportion to the inhabitants of the Microverse.
But that doesn't explain Johnny's weakness, Reed.
Okay, but now we can get back to this, yeah.
Okay.
As Princess, we ought to count our blessings that Psycho Man ain't paying any more attention to us.
Behold, my lady Cecilia, the wonders the Microverse holds for us off our homeworld. Ah, the battle we shall wage.
Still do I long to return to Spartak, my lord Acroyear, to dwell amongst our people.
Oh, you're just a party pooper, Cecilia. Yeah.
Oh yeah, weakness, of course. Though the torch must have blazed through the hull of this world ship, it's since been repaired by Psycho Man's warrior drones.
How does that explain the weariness besetting us all, Earthman?
Acroyear, my beloved, so tired, I cannot stand.
Jasmine.
She's fainted, Greedy. I got her, but I don't feel so good myself.
Both the Micronauts and your companions collapsed around us, sir. Yet you said you knew the cause?
It's Johnny's flame. He's so huge, it's consuming the finite amount of oxygen inside Psycho Man's world ship.
Oh, that makes sense.
All right, because fire requires oxygen and all that.
Oh, that's really bad. Go on, sir. I am telepathically relaying your thoughts to Commander Ron.
Even Psycho Man is tottering. The Earthman called Richards must be correct. His companion is burning up all of our oxygen. Without oxygen, we air breathers will soon collapse and die of suffocation.
Commander Ron understands, sir, and is taking appropriate action.
Once sealed, my helmet retains an emergency air supply. Shink! I only hope that gives me enough time to convey my message to Reed Richards' giant friend. So small by comparison that my voice must sound like the buzzing of an insect. I'll have to shout, "Human, your flame is rapidly exhausting all the oxygen within this world ship. You must stop it."
My flame? Okay, understand. Flame
the
off.
The youth's flames were fading from lack of oxygen, even as he himself passed out. His fall has toppled much of Psycho Man's inner city.
Excellent. I hate to sound like Raphael, but where's Godzilla when you really need him?
Your actions have saved us all. Psycho Man is recovering already, of course. Though I too need oxygen to survive. I recuperate from a lack of it far more quickly than your companion. And I need not even deploy my psycho ray to defeat you.
The Micronauts and the Fantastic Four have fallen. I alone remain to combat the sinister entity known as Psycho Man.
A pity position to be in, Roboid, though I sense that yours is no mere machine intelligence, and thus may be vulnerable to my emotion-altering psycho ray. Still, I choose to defeat you by mechanical means. Laughing grimly, Psycho Man depresses a side panel on his insidious psycho ray machine.
Powerful electromagnets rise from the world ship's surface on all sides of me. I cannot move, and the irresistible magnetic field is exerting a tremendous force upon my metalloid form. It's pulling me apart. No.
I can't look.
Thus, the second roboid perishes. A pity. Like other mechanical servants, Biotron and Microtron seem possessed of humanoid emotions. And it's upon such emotions that I feed and grow. Too long have I languished and exile on some molecular world ship, denied the emotion that empowers me. The few unwitting life forms here in the Microverse supplied me with the strength to retrieve my armor, which had been held on Earth by the Fantastic Four after they had defeated me in battle. Now, with both the Fantastic Four and the Micronauts, from which to siphon psychic feedback, I can begin to extend my domination over the Microverse, and eventually, Earth as well. Sometime later, rise and shine, teammates. Where the heck are we? In some manner of specimen and tube, Ben, and try as I will, I can't find the slightest flaw or opening through which to stretch.
I feel so tired, as if my will were being drained from me.
You are not alone, Princess Bari. Some force saps my strength as well.
That goes ditto for me, faceless.
Reed, look, it's Johnny.
Yes, helpless fools. I've captured him as well, and like the rest of you, the flameless human torch is unable to act as I drain away your emotions, siphoning your psychic impressions into the massive psycho manipulator.
Oh, I didn't expect him to use an organ.
Mhm.
The way Johnny is, Psycho Man, what do we tell you about reading Gulliver's Travels before you go to sleep? Hey, trust me, I'm well read enough. I get that reference thanks to all the cartoons.
Yep.
Blast it. I can't flame on without wiping out all the oxygen again. Oxygen within the world ship again. And Psycho Man's robot drawings have bound me like some helpless Gulliver. So I was right on the money.
You were ahead of them.
I should. This is what you get for not reading before.
Oh, come on, it was kind of obvious.
No,
Yeah.
I get it. No, I get it. Even back in the day, Kirby and Jack and Stan liked to give him literary references because they were well-read guys. They said, "Hey kids, I know this is going over your head. Read a dictionary sometime."
Go to your local library today, kids.
Still got more.
Okay, hold on. Gulliver, I'm out of the fight. It's up to the others now.
You flinch, Prince Acroyear. Can it be that the sonic vibration of my psychic manipulator caused you undue pain? Fear not, the agony will be short-lived, for soon you will be reduced to a soulless husk, alive but unfeeling. No! None of us can take much more of this. We've got to break out, but these tubes were designed to defy our individual power. That's it! That's the answer! Ben, Acroyear, combine your powers. Only teamwork can save us now. I've been trying, Big Brain, but I can't bust out of this tube.
Perhaps not alone, warrior, but if we strike our adjoining tubes together...
You mean I hit high and you hit low?
I got the glass.
Hey, what do you know? It worked.
There is no time for self-congratulations. We must strike hard and fast at the foe.
Tell you what, Acroyear, I'll free our buddies. Their tubes weren't designed to stand up to my kind of strengths.
Well, I engage Psycho Man and divert his attention. An excellent plan, warrior, and one I agree to with the utmost pleasure. Did we become friends? I think we
become
did.
friends. Yep. You're free, but how?
Like the man said, teamwork.
All right, Stretcho. Now what? Head for the keyboard of the Psycho Manipulator, Ben. We've got to destroy it and stop Psycho Man's growth process.
Look out, Bug. Psycho Man's seen us. I see what you mean. What you mean, Earth Lady. Hey, Psycho Man's turned away from Acroyear, and now he's reaching for Bug. He's too powerful for my force field, to protect Bug for long. But there are other ways.
It's straining to project her powers across the vast keyboard. Susan Richards, the invisible girl. She wasn't woman yet.
That's right. That's right. The whole psycho arc hadn't happened yet.
Yeah. The invisible girl last succeeds in making the insectivore Bug invisible. Shadows of Vesuvius. Where has the creature gone?
That's what I'd like to know. Even I can't see me. It must be the Earth Lady's doing.
Yeah, Amy's like, what happened to me?
Now, while Sue and Bug tackle the Psycho Manipulator, it's up to the rest of us to free Johnny. And I'll provide cover by scattering the Trons with my laser sonic.
Hey, it sure is nice to feel wanted.
And elsewhere,
Back, foul parasite!
gotta admit, lady, your boyfriend packed quite a wallet, and you ain't doing too bad yourself. Oh, accurate, male and female, are warriors born, Earthman. What do you say you call me Benji or Blue Eyes? Earthman sounds so formal. Psycho Man, Psycho Man drive me away from Johnny. Well, maybe I'll and let them think they've got me on the run.
I get
Rolling away.
No, I get what Rita's doing here, but my Nintendo brain is thinking back to that wheel character that Kirby can swallow up and turn into
the wheel.
Yeah.
And then, when they're least expecting it, I'll suddenly turn and plow back right through their ranks. The power of these Earth humans are truly fantastic. Their leader action has given me the chance I need to blast through the bonds holding their giant comrade.
Ooh, thanks, Commander.
And now that he's free, I must turn my attention to the welfare of my Micronauts. I wonder what happened to Biotron. I can't seem to contact him telepathically. Meanwhile, on the psycho manipulator keyboard.
I managed to keep the bug invisible while he's made his way across the keyboard and into the mechanism of the manipulator. But the strain of projecting my invisibility over such a distance is too great. I'm blacking out.
Good girl, Sue. Rest now. You've done your share. The rest is up to our uncanny alien ally, Bug. And inside the psycho manipulator...
The Framostats connect to the dingbat, but this cable lets like the pingus that makes the whole thing work. So trusty little rocket lance, it's time you did your stuff. Hey, look! Hey, looks like Psycho Man's got his finger stuck in a socket.
Something has happened to the psycho manipulator. Instead of feeding me, it's draining my psychic power.
I'm leaving you a shriveled up shrimp inside that armor, huh? What? Nothing's here. Glimp is wilted lettuce. Psycho Man's transferred his mind elsewhere, to another smaller unit of armor, to be precise.
There's more.
Easily. Sorry, it's too high up. He's leading an all-out charge against the Micronauts and the FF, and I can't use my flame to stop him for the fear of wiping out the oxygen again.
Meanwhile, unaware that he is no longer shielded from sight by Sue Richards' invisibility field, a cocksure bug emerges from within the psycho manipulator.
Woo-wee! Okay, looks like old Bug pulled the plug on the Psycho Man. This invisibility business sure has its advantages.
Uh-oh.
Dude,
Bug.
Bug behind you. Zoinks, behind you. Bug, standing on top of the keyboard, is if I'm concerned by the Trons and Reptile bearing down on him. Why doesn't he react? Of course, my idiotic lover still thinks himself invisible. Oh, Bug, look out! Jasmine tackling up. Insector north. Hold on a second. I can barely read that.
Insectivorous.
Thank you. Insectivorous Repto. So, holy shrew. The Repto's carrying her off, killing her.
And, yes, she is dead.
What? Really? Damn, dude. What the hell? Oh my god. Bug, beware. The killer Tron still bears down upon us. Holy shit. Dude. Wow. Bug.
Let me go, Acroyear. Yeah, take your blasted paws off me. Hey, that slaughtering egg eater's got my Jasmine, and I've got to get her back.
One Tron totaled, Acroyear. Grab your buddy and get him out of here. There's nothing we could do for his lady love now. Meanwhile, having separated herself from the others, Marionette goes off in search of
Biotron and Microtron. I know I saw both of them die, but we can't leave Psycho Man's world unless we know for sure. A Tron's skittering down the corridor. Those automated junk collectors will scavenge anything. And maybe they've salvaged the remains of our worldwide friends. And it's entering that chamber. Remember, it's an assembly line. line a workshop where Trons rebuild damaged machinery, weapons, and each other. And Microtron and Biotron alive.
Ah, my boys live. Hello, Princess. I would have informed you sooner of my revitalization, but I seem to have lost my head. Oh my god. Worried me to death, you little bastard. There, lubricated and tuned up, good as new.
Stop
Psychoman's
lubricating on the human.
Psychoman's own repair drones repaired us, as they would mindlessly repair any damaged piece of machinery they came across.
But this is wonderful. Well, we've got to tell the commander.
He already knows. As soon as I was able, I informed him telepathically.
This way, then. We better join the others.
Don't stop and don't stop the talk. We've got to reach our ships. You said it. It looks like Psycho Man's throwing every drone he's got at us, but tearing up his rampways ought to slow him down a little. Flee, fools! You may have snatched victory from my grasp, but even now I feed and with delight upon your psychic pain, as the sight of your dead comrade sours your triumph. You'll not gloat long, ghoul. Jasmine was a Micronaut for however brief a time, and where we go, she goes. Yoink!
Yoink.
Micronauts are boarding their ship, Reed. Dane, I think it's time you boarded the reductor craft. Grad, while I flame a gun just long enough to blast an exit way through the hull of Psycho Man's world ship. There go the Micronauts already lifting off. I'll set you on the hull, out on the hull where you can follow, and then as soon as you're clear, the Human Torch is coming through.
But even as the two mighty teams flee the massive world ship of Psycho Man, their defeated foe cannot resist a parting reminder that his victory is a double-edged sword. Go, all of you, bear away, and bear away with you. With you are your grief and your dead. While though I have been thwarted in my efforts to conquer the universes, still control the world ship spacecraft as a base upon which to rebuild my power. You've not seen the last of the Psycho Man. But Psycho Man,
Gadget. Next time.
But Psycho Man's boast goes unheard by the enlarging FF.
Reed, I've lost sight of the Micronaut ship.
I know, Johnny. We've apparently been growing in size as we leave the Microverse, while the Micronauts retaining their small size and relative to ours must have bridged the space wall separating our universes by another route. Meanwhile, on the bridge of the microship Endeavor.
How cool. Has given Microtron back, only to take Jasmine in his stead.
And she was one of us, Bug, a Micronaut to the end. One more issue.
Do you know where your
Jesus
children are?
Christ!
I know.
No.
We hardly knew her.
Guys,
I know.
Hang on.
Her.
Sorry, I got a hold of the sign. You were right, Sylvester.
By the way, just to make it clear, Eric, that's why I had you voice her, because I knew it wasn't going to be for long.
Thanks. Thanks, Bobby.
Sorry,
Thanks a lot,
dude.
Bobby. Thanks a lot, Bobby.
Sorry, dude.
I know. There was enough of her, though, that I think you liked her enough, especially with her banter with Bug. So it's kind of like, oh, wow.
I do think it was a case of too many characters.
Yeah.
And you gotta raise the stakes in a story like this.
And to have it be that if you're going to bring back another different character, you got to kill off one.
No, I get it. It's like Star Trek 3. Yes, yes, Spock is coming back, but that doesn't mean we can't sacrifice two things: Kirk's son and the starship. And all the fans are like, "No, not the Enterprise." My God,
son.
I know. It's like, I know, but Shatner's face, just as he rouses the real girl in his life, life fly off. By God, Bones, what have I done?
Man, these things.
Time for a second to get some water.
Go ahead.
Speaking of which, finish this bottle. You think it's easy voicing this stuff, folks? If you're not drinking water or tea, hey, you're going to have a hard time.
Right.
A professional voice actor knows how to go deep in the octaves to provide a voice.
All right, I'm ready.
Time in. Sorry,
Yep.
I feel like Saved by the Bell here with the time out. Okay, time in.
Yep, these things that threaten us are lifeless dummies. Who or what could be making them attack? Interesting.
Dummies.
Okay, turn to horror. Hang on.
Yep. With a banshee whale from her overextended warp drive, the microship Endeavor pierces the space wall, the barrier between the Microverse and the vast universe beyond, bearing her Micronaut crew to a strange new world. And on the bridge of the Endeavor.
We've reached the barrier, Commander Ron.
I'm just double checking. Oh, still shaking. All right. We could. No, yeah, that's Marionette.
Oh, we can see that, Biotron. But where in Sepsis' name are we?
All right, we could be anywhere in the known or unknown universe, Marionette.
Affirmative. And now we face great danger. Our control of the ship is impaired. We may crash into the gigantic vegetation of this world before we are able to land.
And just try to keep the ship steady, Biotron, and let me worry about declaring a landing strip.
Bolting from the bridge. Princess Mari rates this for the topside thorium gun turret.
Done. Yeah, kiss your roots goodbye, you overgrown vegetables.
Finally, the way is cleared.
That's a
And
good
a
idea.
landing is made. Albeit a rough one. Well, and we're here. Wherever here is. This planet is so alive, unlike your world, Spartak.
It almost reminds me of Earth.
I was thinking the same thing, Mari, but there must be millions of similar worlds.
Correction, only 9? I can't tell if it's 9. I can't tell if that's a decimal. 9,091 that we know of. Sure you didn't miss any grease bucket? Those two.
And we could be on any one or none of them. In fleeing from Psycho Man's subatomic kingdom, we didn't have time to plot our course. One of the Fantastic Four made it to their world.
Psycho Man, that inhuman monster. Gods, I'll never forget how that second vampire toyed with our emotions.
The demon overlord of Subatomica did more than that to our companion bug, Princess Mari, for though we escaped with our lives, Jasmine, his ladybug, far less fortunate. Even now, Bug mourns her passing in the hibernation chamber where she sleeps the sleep eternal.
She looks kind of pretty lying there. There, doesn't she, Agrier? At peace, sorta. Peace. Ha! That's a laugh. Ever since we were hatched, Jasmine and me never knew anything but thugs and thieves. As our lives were spent almost the snail-sucking scum of Caliclac, our homeworld. Then I talked her into leaving with me to join the Micronauts. And what did that get her? Dead at the hands of Psycho Man. And so even though we whooped him and escaped that starship world of his, he still got his last licks.
Peace, little one. Tormenting yourself with memories will not bring Jasmine back. Let her go, Bug. Let her go.
I'm trying, big buddy. But I don't even think it's the ladybug I'm mourning anymore. It's me I'm sorry for. Jasmine was the only one holding me to Caliclac with her gone. I feel like I'm adrift, alone, like I don't have a friend in the universe.
You are wrong, little one. I am your friend.
Aquayer's cold heart and warrior's heart thaws a little, sharing his valiant comrade's loss. Aww.
Oh man. Yeah, but that was nice too because they've been such good allies together since the beginning.
Yep.
It felt right.
Sometime later.
They're pretty much like they're pretty much like this. They're Darkwing and Launchpad.
Yep. Sometime later, a somber funeral ceremony takes place in the shadow of the Endeavor.
Be on your guard, my lady, Cecilia. Nothing must disturb Bug's farewell to Jasmine.
I have pledged my sword to the defense of this solemn ceremony, my lord Acroyer.
Oh, Bug, we're all so terribly sorry. Aye, Princess. Jasmine never had much in life, but at least she lived. But, Ladybug, maybe you'll find favor with the great nest father in the sky. Rest easy, beloved. Taurus, Jasmine being buried in your hibernation couch?
I spent 1,000 years in suspended animation, telepathically exploring the Microverse as Homeworld's first Micronaut, Mari. I plan to spend the rest of my life awake. Then, manning the controls of the Star Searcher exploratory craft, which he has transported from the cargo hold of the Endeavor, Microtron bulldozes Earth over the grave of Bug's beloved Jasmine. I'm sorry, that was kind of silly. Him and like...
It kind of is.
Let's not ruin the dramatic moment. You know what this reminds me of? Hey, Rob, you know what this reminds me of?
What?
Remember that episode of Digimon where they go back, but after another Digimon sacrificed himself for the kids, I think it was Mimi made a bunch of tombstones or whatever for all the fallen friends before they attacked Puppetmon and all and the four monsters.
Oh, yeah. That was towards the end.
Guns, yeah. This is what this reminds me of because this issue is starting with pretty much awake.
Yep. And soon after the insectivore maid has been interred, this is our situation, Micronauts. We're stranded on some unknown world. Unless we get a fix on just where in the cosmos we are, there's no way we can plot our course back to the Microverse. So I'm leaving Microtron and Biotron to repair and re-energize the Endeavor while the rest of us explore in the Star Searcher.
Come, Microtron. There is work to be done.
Well, Bug, we're waiting for you.
If you don't mind, Commander, I'd like to sit this one out. At least until I shake off the shock of Jasmine's death. I think I'd like to be by myself. See ya.
Understanding their companion's grief, the remaining Micronauts do not press Bug to stay. Seconds later, the double duo of humans and Acroyears set out over the alien terrain in the tank-like Star Searcher. They pass through a towering forest of flowers and ferns, wondering if there is more to those worlds than mere vegetation. Suddenly, the forest gives way to the unexpected.
Dad, when you're this small, this whole grass is starting to remind me of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a Taurus. Look, a house like those we saw on Earth.
Perhaps it's some a manner of dwelling place, Mari, and perhaps not. It is too small to be a dwelling for the Earth people. I'll investigate. Stay here.
Like blazes, I will. You're not the only one who knows how to handle a glider pack, Taurus Ron. And I'm as much a Micronaut as you are.
Mari, come back. And what's the use? I love you, you little hellion.
Bye-bye, you two crazy lovebirds.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. I gotta get the laugh shot before we continue. Okay, all right. Then treat me like a woman, Taurus, and not like some helpless child.
While below in the Star Searcher, Acroyear and Beloved, the humans make me feel that there is nothing wrong with displaying one's emotion. That's Acroyear.
Oh, displaying. Okay, exactly. Displaying love can never be wrong, Cecilia, though we may be the first of our race to understand that truth.
The Acroyears guide the Star Searcher forward, while Space Glider and Marionette approach in the curious structure from the air.
It is a house, Taurus. It must be.
Maybe, but the structure seems strangely disproportionate in comparison to the gigantic vegetation.
Well, so do we. Maybe whoever lives here is our size.
Another Microversian race outside the space wall?
Why not? Like you said, that we could be anywhere in the cosmos. Look, the door's opening to invite us in. Let's go meet our hosts.
But as the inquisitive Micronauts enter the mansion, a large pair of eyes watches from the bushes beyond. And as the door closes, the inactive foundation of the broad front lawn springs to watery life. In the bushes, a hand stifles a giggle from laughing lips. Okay, who wants to do this person?
Tee-hee.
Okay, that's you, Eric.
But first, you ever get the feeling you was being watched?
Ha!
Yeah.
Meanwhile, within the mysterious mansion, Marion, careful. Someone's moving in that room.
It's a man, Arcturus, our size, bearing a tray.
By the way, you know I think it is?
Who?
Puppet Master.
That's
Oh.
But the
Yep,
Fantastic
anyway.
haven't met the Fantastic Four earlier. I'm not surprised if more of their enemies are running around.
Yeah.
And who better?
Yeah, it was
Right.
darn
Yeah,
Fantastic Four to be.
And as long as the Puppet Master has that radioactive clay he found, he can manipulate anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Greetings, fellow. We mean you no harm. We are Micronauts, explorers from the Microverse, and we come in. Peace? No, I just touched him and he went stiff and toppled over. However, he's not moving, exhibiting not a sign of life. As if my touch killed him. Wait, the mirror. Dong, ding. Someone is watching us.
Mari, have you lost your senses? What?
The eyes are Taurus. Didn't you see them? Staring at us. Mocking us. Me. 7 years of bad luck.
Yep. The only eyes staring back at Marionette from the mirror shadow shards are her own. Well, whatever you saw in the mirror, it's not there now. Come on, we'll try the next room.
That we will, but I'm going with my laser sonic at the ready.
Seemed like she already was earlier.
Yeah.
Soon, in what appears to be the largest room within the mansion, more humanoids, similar to the one we encountered in the corridor, without all sitting or standing lifelessly about.
It's frightening, Taurus. Are they dead? Did they ever even live?
I don't know, Mari. It's as if this house were inhabited by mannequins.
And if this fruit is the kind of food they subsist on, I can see why they're lifeless. It tastes like wax.
Yet that butler, if such he was, moves. So we know these inanimate inhabitants are capable of movement.
And the eyes watching me, Taurus. Don't forget the eyes.
I'm not. Be on your guard, princess. Let's check upstairs. As Commander Rand leads Princess Mari up the broad mansion steps, the eyes return, peering in the window, bright with amusement, as if anticipating some new entertainment. Actually, I don't think it's her, it's him.
No,
This is turning like an episode of the Twilight Zone all of a sudden.
No, you're right. Yeah, you're right. It's like the Micronauts are caught in the girl's dollhouse, and they're ready to be her next playthings.
Yeah.
Guys, it's playtime.
Oh God, thanks. I mentioned Darkwing earlier. You always got to do a Quackerjack or a Toyman reference from Superman.
By the way, on the second floor, it's the same here as downstairs. Let's check further. This one appears to be a sleeping.
Oh, this is mine. It says Arcturus.
Oh, you're right.
This one seems to be a sleeping chamber of some sort. Not Arcturus, a bedroom.
And this, a study perhaps, or a library?
Barry, wait. What's that in your hand? No, it was Colonel Mustard in the study with the candlestick.
Sorry, Death, you lose. It was Professor Plum.
I said Plum.
No, you said Mustard.
Bill and Ted reference, Alex. They were playing Clue because that challenged them to a game. But Bill and Ted, not being chess masters, of course, chose children's games.
Yeah.
Yep. But anyway.
Room after room, they're all the same. Silent and lifeless. Figures in attitudes of work or play. What could be the meaning? The purpose of this all. This feeling like a Twilight Zone episode. After Rod Sterling narrates, a person finds himself alone, and it's all suspenseful because you're like, where the heck am I, and where the heck is everybody?
As if to answer to Marionette's question, 5 smooth fingers cover her mouth, stifling her scream. I'm trying to go for that now for the
Micronauts soon find themselves in the Twilight.
And as her silent attacker drags her back into the shadows, she recognizes him as that same servant who had collapsed at her touch upon entering the mansion. Shows no sympathy and symptoms of collapsing now. Her breath cut off by the servant's stifling hand. The Princess Mari faints.
Christ almighty.
and is thus insensible when her captor drags her outside the house and places her in the palms of a giant hand.
Thank you, Jeeves. You can go back to sleep now. Wait, don't do it. They'll wind up in the bathtub and be like the cars in that music video. Yeah, remember, Alex? We watched that together.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
You might think that I'm crazy.
At that moment, having at last traversed the difficult landward approach to the mysterious Manse.
Acroyear.
You know, which okay. There has been no word from Ron or Mari.
That speech bubble is totally in the wrong spot.
What the
Yeah,
heck?
I was confused. Like, so he's talking to himself.
I know she's right there, but it's like the pointer is point that got Acroyear.
Yeah,
But,
right.
There's been no word from Ron or Mari, Acroyear.
They would have signaled had there been danger.
If they had time to signal, but if they encountered an aught such as yon vehicle bearing swiftly down upon us, then time they may not have had.
Sword, get behind me, milady, whilst my searing energy sword cleaves the murderous the mechanism in twine. I love that.
What?
The murderous car.
Get over it.
The eyes widen in amazement.
It is
done. No mindless mass of machinery can withstand Spartan steel wielded by an Acroyear hand.
One thing is certain from this attack, my lord. If our friends are within, they are in danger.
You're not kidding.
Nope. By my blade, our attackers seem as many as the stars of space.
And though we hack and hew, they rise again and come limblessly on.
Shing!
And bursting through the mansion's front door, Acroyear man and Acroyear maid find themselves assaulted by shadowy shapes leaping from the corridors within. Still they come on, beloved, insensible to harm.
Surrounding us, milady, as if hoping to accomplish by sheer weight of numbers what they could not accomplish through stealth. They will not find more to bargain with than Acroyear's steel.
My lord, what good will tearing the railings off the stairway do us?
Such is a Spartakian training, milady, that even the most commonest of objects becomes a weapon in the hand of a warrior born. That's right, you gotta improvise.
Improvise.
Yep, and wielding the broken banister between them like a makeshift battering ram, the enraged Acroyears forced their dimly seen attackers back and through the mansion wall.
No, that's Barbie and Ken's house.
No! Despite the withdrawal of our attackers, there may still be danger. We must find Commander Ron and Princess Mari.
Perhaps upstairs?
We will begin our search there, milady. But no room of this house shall remain untouched until we are again reunited with our friends.
Thankfully, the Acroyear's quest for their fellow Micronauts at once yields results.
Commander Ron!
Sorry I can't get up to greet you, Acroyear, but somebody dropped the bookshelf on my chest.
Hey, a little help here? A little help?
Yeah. It will be the work of but a second to free you, Commander.
But Princess Mari, where is she? I don't know, and Cecilia. 1 minute we were together, and the next we weren't. Before I could search for her, the shelf dropped on me, and I went out like a light. Somebody pushed it over, that much is certain. But who?
Why not ask our attackers from downstairs, milady?
Attackers? What do you mean? Never mind, Acroyear. I see the answer. The house inhabitants obviously resent our intrusion, but they were motionless when Mari and I arrived. They show no signs of life.
Yet they seem quite lively now.
All right, Acroyear. I don't know what kind of game this is being played with us, but we stop being pawns right here and now. Somewhere in this house, these mannequins are holding the woman I love, and we're going to start getting her back. Now! The Micronauts charge into the midst of their silent, waxen foes. Energy sword and laser sonic pistol quickly even the odds. Gosh, Acroyear, you sliced that one in half.
But there is no blood, Commander. These creatures cannot truly be said to live.
Meanwhile, outside the mansion, the same eyes that earlier gazed with glee now turn steel hard with anger.
No, the new toys are ruining everything. I've got to stop them.
Some strange shaft of force striking through in the ceiling, melting our antagonists. Yes, but the beam is searching in a searing swath coming after us in Cilicia.
Then we must win through these servitors to the outside, where we may confront the master of the house.
Not the master of the house, Acroyear. The mistress. Helen! Land sakes, child. I've been looking for you for an hour.
Oh, hello, Mommy. I was just playing with my dollhouse.
Humph! You and them dolls. I declare, you act like they were real flesh and blood. Now you come away from there. Your supper's getting cold.
But, Mom, I can make them act any way I want, Mommy. But I found some new toys today, neater than the rest. They move by themselves. But then I tried to play with them. They got mad. Then I had to stop them before they hurt my other dolls.
Hush, child. Meanwhile, it was in the smoldering dollhouse.
All exits are closed to us. Thus we must create our own. Come, Micronauts, follow me through the mansion's walls. Yonder lies the Princess Mari, unconscious on the lawn.
The mannequins have ceased pursuing us, my prince.
And there is no sign of a foe out here.
They're collapsing behind us, the life going out of them again. I wonder if we'll ever know who animated them to attack us, and why. Now, you watch out before dinner, Helen. You can play with your dollhouse tomorrow.
But, Mom, what about my new living dolls?
Hush now. My goodness, there's not another girl in all sugar and sugar ties, New York, with an imagination like you.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm board the Star Searcher, Micronauts. We've got to return to the Endeavor. Maybe Biotron's finally figured out which world out of the countless millions of the cosmos we've landed on. But this one, bad as it is still better than that world of the giants we discovered the first time we breached the space wall. Praise the gods, we're not back on Earth. Oh, but you are, Commander Rand, as you discover next issue, and when you encounter the Dwellers in Darkness.
Dun dun dun.
How was that batch?
I liked it.
Yeah, the Fantastic Four stuff was great. The last one was kind of weird.
It was a breather.
It was a breather.
Yeah.
But you needed a breather after what happened to
Jasmine.
What's her name?
Jasmine,
right. Sorry. And it's like you said, they still kept the creep factor by putting them in a Twilight Zone-esque kind of situation.
Really did. I did like the moment between Acroyear and Bug when Bug was in mourning. That stuff was really good.
I think
it was really kind of a development for Acroyear himself, just kind of to understand emotion more, and being there for a friend when you really need him.
Yep. Mm-hmm. By the way, make it clear that this girl is only a one-time appearance.
Jack.
I got it.
So no understanding of her powers or anything.
Bang.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it was fine, but it got kind of. It was kind of out there,
But this is the Marvel Universe, so you can't rule out that she might be a mutant and nobody knows it.
Yeah, it even says here on Marvel Wiki, the source of her powers is never made clear.
So it could be a mutant, it could be an alien in disguise. It could.
She has access to that same puppet master thing.
Right, the radioactive clay. So perhaps not.
By the way, the Star Searcher is a Micronauts toy.
Of course it is.
I
mean, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
That.
Once you have a bunch of action figures, you want to make all the vehicles toys. We see this with He-Man. We see this with Fantastic Four. We see this with Ninja Turtles and the real Ghostbusters. And of course, when you're a motorcycle fan, you see this with the Biker Mice from Mars.
Oh my God, that's an old one.
I know. Or the aeroplane. Or the air jet planes in SWAT Cats, the Radical Squadron.
Oh, SWAT Cats. That brings me back.
Yep.
So SWAT Cats was good. SWAT Cats was good. There was all these dark there was all these dark cartoons made out in the wake of Batman, Mighty Max, Gargoyles, Exo Squad, SWAT Cats, the Red Sky seasons of Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
And of course, the rest of the DCU and Marvel stuff that was made after X-Men was a success.
Right.
But yeah, this was good overall. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, the Fantastic Four crossover was really good.
Oh yeah.
Again, what I said before, where it felt more like, unlike Rom, it felt more weaved into like the narrative and sort of like they actually took time to set everything up.
Exactly.
It's like, oh yeah, here are the X-Men. Oh, here's Spider-Man or whatever, you know.
Yeah, thanks. Well, that's what happens. It's like I described before. Rom is mostly in the small town, but once he goes to New York, it's like here's this here and that here and this here and that here. When you're mostly in the Microverse, but you've been to Earth before, Shield and the Fantastic Four might be slightly interested. Or another scientist might. So you or even the Ant-Man and Wasp. So you got so of course, so it leads to a natural crossover, I guess. Yes, it's two different ways to do it, but it works, and it helps give you the idea that this is one big shared universe.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, but overall, though, I think this was a good transition of bringing them back to Earth, but this time a less formulaic. Let's just be honest; those batch of the first 12 was a little formulaic.
I mean, I get it. You got to set up everything, and it was only supposed to be 12 issues, but after it was a success, they're like, there's something there.
Oh, agreed. Yeah. Agreed. I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
Oh, no, it wasn't written bad. Mantlo had to take this and... Yeah, had to take this, and Rom sees the toys, guys, and and Marvel said, you got to make something out of these. Okay, I'll see what I can do. And he did it.
Yeah, but I think even with the first 12 issues saying there might have been a bit formulaic, like I still think there was something overarching as well that kind of made you forget about that.
Oh, no, and I agree with that.
No, I agree with that too. It's still a serialized comic, so the formula never got tedious.
Oh, no.
I'm not saying sorry, I'm saying because you still had the Micronauts doing their thing, but it would cut back into what was going on back in the Microverse with the prints and stuff, and all of these developments that were happening behind the scenes.
But here we're following them on their own.
Yeah, right. It's a bit right. Like I said, that's the difference between this and Rom. Rom, while he has a supporting cast, he's the main hero. This is very much a team book, an ensemble. So you got to so like a soap opera, you got to focus on multiple different things. Again, both way. Mantlo wrote both differently, but still came to the same crossroads.
Hey, by the way, I think this is Chaikin's last artwork duty.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yep, so I'm double checking.
Who does the art next?
Cap Broderick.
Gotcha.
But
how long is he doing for a
while? Good length of time, yeah.
Okay.
I do like there is a bit of a consistency with everything with the artwork. And they're following what Golden established.
Yeah, it keeps it. Yeah, it keeps it consistent. It's like in the 60s. It's like in the 50s and 60s. So it's like you got to copy Kurt Swan, but the artist is like, we're still going to put our own stamps in, even though we're doing Swan's kind of artwork.
Definitely. Yeah, Broderick, I'm looking forward right now, and he's definitely going to be around for quite a while. Like I'm already looking up to issue 30, and it's already showing that he's still on it.
What issue?
Gotcha.
19. 19.
Yep, 19. So he's going to be on for quite a while.
All right.
Good
length of time. But with a short time that Chaikin was on, which was only about 7 issues. No.
How many?
On. 7 issues.
Okay.
He did a good job. It was a good transition.
It was a good transition.
Some weird faces, though.
Yeah.
Like a
good job,
like a person of a weird face I do in the mirror every day.
Yeah.
I also do a good impression of a hot dog.
I know. We came here. Yes, we came here looking for Invisible Life. Oops, we made a mistake. Well, Nancy and I are just happy to be here.
So he's going to be on for 15 issues.
15.
Okay. So, we got a ways. But anyway. But overall, though, again, this continues to be amazing.
Yeah. It's great. It's still consistently good, even if there's some weird things.
I'll be honest. I got to say this. While the first 12 issues obviously felt like a serialized story that had a set ending, this is how you do an ongoing without even needing to know, like, where is this going to end? Like, you don't know when it's going to end, but it keeps you interested.
Right.
Yeah. I think it's more like real life where you're kind of like, yeah, you don't know where you're going to go on this journey yet. It's kind of more like, instead of things building up behind the scenes, you're kind of like, okay, you're on a journey with these guys together, and you kind of want to see what happens.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's a thing. It's kind of like when you look back on a lot of these things that nobody really thoughtful forward to far, just to the next issue or the issue issue after that, and they never looked back any further than the 10 issues. They left the fans to fill in the holes with the continuity, and if they screwed up, Stan said, "Okay, here's your note, Bryce. Bryce, you still love these characters enough."
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Hey, Stan, I want my note, Bryce. Give it to me.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Thanks, Stan. Hey, you kids, knock it off. Sees all the webbing by the Muppet Babies. Don't you know there's only supposed to be one Spider-Man? And me.
Hi, Mr. Lee.
I know, but then you see the Spider-Verse. But then the Spider-Verse comes along. Not anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You might want to think twice.
Yep, but yeah, anyway, thank you for joining me in this one, guys. Thank you, everyone else.
You're very welcome.
And we'll see you guys all on the next one.
See you next
Take
time.
care.
Bye.
See you next time.